another episode of Inside Athletics, Meet the Staff. I'm your host and Sports Information Director, Jordan Matthews. Today I have two very special guests with me. We have Mr. Ruddy Boutin and Mr. Andre Thomas from men's basketball. These are our assistant coaches. How you doing, guys?
Doing good. How you doing today?
Real well.
I'm doing great. Now, I had the opportunity to meet these guys earlier today, and it's been a great experience so far. You're both entering your second year as assistant coaches. How's that feeling so far?
It's pretty good. Being former athletes of the school, we're here to change culture and basically bring Florida Memorial University to another level of basically exposure. So it's great to be a part of it.
They seem a little nervous, right, guys? They seem a little nervous. Come on, coaches. Y'all supposed to be excited.
I'm not nervous. I'm excited. I love the idea of your second season with Coach Alameen as assistant coach. Love the idea of helping our young men to be better character people on and off the court. Just bring a good structure here to try to get them to do better in life as the final goal, graduate, and then try to win games as much as possible. That's our goal here.
Now, Coach Ruddy, beautifully showed me one of the banners on the wall outside that said you guys helped bring that here. So what has the transition been for you as being a former athlete to not being a coach? Do you kind of see what your coaches used to tell you back then about, listening and paying attention and stuff? Now you see the transition. How's that been for you?
The transition it's kind of rocky, but it's smoothing out as the season progresses. Of course, being a player and then becoming a coach, it's just totally different as far as being a player not listening sometimes and being a coach wanting players to listen to as far as, telling them what to do on the court. But they start getting it and they start understanding what we see. So we're just trying to make sure that they understand as far as what we're seeing on the court, they understand that.
Why are you laughing? You're so excited. Is that what it is? The excitement is getting to you?
Just nervous.
Nervous. Don't be nervous.
We just basically trying to, whatever we try to put out on the court, we're trying to make them see what we see as far as their greatness. So as long as we see what the greatness in them, they can see it on them.
Now, Coach Thomas, as a former student athlete at this particular university, has there been any conversations that you've had with some of the athletes that's just hey, I know what you're feeling. I've been through this. I've been you guys have seen the growth of the university of the department as a whole. From I'm sure when you were a player, you didn't probably have the equipment and the things that they have now. So have you spoken to them about that type of stuff?
For sure, I definitely have. I try to give them an understanding that where we started from, we started with not as much information. We didn't have an SID. We actually didn't have the weight room accessibility that they have, the gym, the arena. We just had a gymnasium. They actually have an arena. So the appreciation now that we have, that I have for the university and progressing forward is a big thing. I tell them these opportunities don't come for every young man that aspires to play basketball. So these are great opportunities for all those young men. So please take advantage of it, because basketball you cannot play forever. So I try to get that, to instill that into them. And that when we played, it was a struggle, and I get to see that the young men get the best trainers in the world. The young men get to make sure that they travel to good places. I'm grateful to see the progress that we have built, and then for the next generation.
All right, so before we get out of here, is there any advice you would give to any of these young men coming up in today's society that want to come play collegiate basketball?
Yes, the advice that I would give to them is that every day, just try to be better than you were yesterday. Just work hard, but make sure first and foremost you are a student athlete. That's the first and foremost. First be a student, then you be an athlete. So grades take you a long way. Your mind will never lose. You'll never lose your mind. The more knowledge you gain, the better you are as a person, and you work as hard as you can to be the best athlete that you can be, and make sure that every day take it as if it's your last. That's what advice I would give to young men today.
You, Coach?
Hard work pays off. Do it in the classroom. Do it on the court. Make yourself better every day. Key to just being a better person is being able to progress.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say that's the key thing: be able to progress and be better than what you were the day before.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thank you both, gentlemen, for joining me today on this week's episode. We have a lot to look forward to when it comes to the men's basketball season. So until next time, guys, thank you guys for watching.